Well, you find me today moored up at the Brindley moorings here at Runcorn, outside the theatre. Well, approaching here what was the top of the locks. This is Waterloo Bridge here. Well, unfortunately we don't get to see very much, and we can't get through due to this wire fence. There used to be 10 double locks here going down to the River Mersey from the Bridgewater Canal. I believe they were filled in the mid-60s. So hence the Bridgewater Canal now finishes here at Waterloo Bridge. And there were the locks, look, going through the bridge there. This lovely old building here, which is now what? Sing UK. I'm assuming it was once a wonderful old Victorian pub. Going by the style, I would imagine it was Victorian. Probably wrong, of course. Well, there's something quite interesting. The sewer gas destructor lamp. Invented in 1894 and patented in 1895. Gases of methane, etc., coming out of the sewers was brought up into lampposts and burnt to give light. What a good idea. And this is the said lamppost, which is now electric. I think if I go down through this foot tunnel underpass, takes us down to where the locks were. I don't think there's much to see. Since I filmed this section, I actually did a little bit of research, and I found out that there actually, this is the original set of locks we're looking into, or looking at right now, which went down, which was double width locks. But because the traffic was so heavy, they actually built a second set of locks also running down, not quite in parallel, a slightly different place they actually ran down, but unfortunately those were closed also back in the 60s, and they were filled in and they have now been built upon. But the old set of locks, because the local council has interest also in restoring them, and there is the Runcorn Restoration Society that was formed back in 2004, I think, to restore these locks back into working order, the original set. And that is why the ground has been left open. So if they get the money to do it, it will be done. And I believe Runcorn Council are on board as well, because it would bring a lot of tourism back to the town again, because there would be a natural way for boats to move down out of the end of this canal, which at the moment is a dead end, so very few boats come down here. Anyway, let's get back to the video. This is the ground on which they were all filled in back in the 1960s. This single span steel bridge here was built in the, I think it's 1965 or 66. I'll check it and put it at the bottom. I did read up about it a few days ago. Well, we have the rail bridge here going across the Manchester Ship Canal and the River Mersey. And look, this built to look like a castle up there. And here we have the road bridge. Let's go and take a closer look at the Manchester Ship Canal. I think it's tidal here. We'll find out. Here's traffic going across the top. right underneath the bridge now. And yes, it is tidal here, and the tide is out. Oh, we can't get right down to it. This here, I believe, is the lock. This is actually the Manchester Ship Canal right at the front here, and that's the River Mersey right behind it, which is tidal, of course. I didn't mean the Manchester Ship Canal was tidal, I actually meant the River Mersey was tidal here. Getting confused. And you just about to see the other end of the rail bridge there. It's got like a castle structure there as well. Well, we can get a little closer here by the looks. And the locks would have come down just over there originally. No, it's old lock gates stacked up over there possibly. Is that the entrance to the old locks there? I'm not sure. Well, this is the Manchester Ship Canal. There's the two bridges going across here. And beyond that wall is the Mersey estuary, and the tide is out at the moment. I've been asked why I don't want to come onto the Manchester Ship Canal with my narrowboats, which you can do, but I have to pass all sorts of regulations, have all sorts of tests done, and have all sorts of equipment on board. And also, look at the height of the walls. You can't just moor up and step off your boat, because, well, it's not designed for narrowboats, of course. It's designed for much larger sea-going vessels. Let's carry on with the walk up into Runcorn. It's rather a gloomy, dull day today. Well, I need an anchor for my boats. I don't have an anchor. I wonder if they'd missed this one. Not sure I could pick it up and throw it overboard though. I don't know what the church is here, and I'm the wrong side of the wall to actually go up and have a look. I've just walked up to a little bit of a viewing area here. You can see a little bit more. We can look across to the estuary there and see all the mud flats. I'm not sure of the bridge in the distance, but I think it's one of the motorway bridges. A little bit of information here. The railway bridge was constructed between 1863 and 1868, and the Jubilee Bridge was constructed between 1956 and 1961. So it was a 60s bridge. I got the year wrong. And the Manchester Ship Canal is 36 miles long, and it opened in January 1894. And at the time it was the largest river navigation canal in the world. Another view across the estuary here, and of course the ship canal. Well, of course, everybody's very familiar with the purple buddleia. You see them everywhere. What you don't see so often is the white buddleia. They are growing next door to each other. Well, I've got down onto the road which runs along the side of the Manchester Ship Canal here. I'm trying to find a way back up through the town, and there doesn't seem to be any way through at the moment. I guess I better keep walking, or I'll have to turn around and go back the other way. Well, I am glad I put a coat on this morning. It said no rain after 10 o'clock. Now about 11. And guess what? Yes, it's raining. I might not be moving the boat very far today. As I've been in this area, I've seen a few of these around. Just grown in the middle of nowhere. Sort of wild. This is a fig tree. Some of them I've seen figs on. I can't actually see any figs on this one. No figs to be seen. Well, it looks like I'm approaching a road now, which leads in the right direction back up towards the Bridgewater Canal, of course, the canal I'm currently moored on. Well, I'm thinking there was a shipbuilding area here, because I think there's a slipway for launching ships. Or fairly large boats, anyway. There's some little harbour out to the Manchester Ship Canal. Well, so I'm trying to find my way back up towards the Bridgewater Canal. Some little back streets here. There's a hotel there at once. Just about read through the sign up there. Can't read it completely. Actually, I think it said the Royal Hotel. Read at this end. I guess it still is a hotel. And bar, a pub. This is the old town of Runcorn. And to be honest with you, there's not an awful lot here. A few takeaways and restaurants. The new town is on the other side of the canal, which I'm not going to walk to. Wine bar. I'll find my way back because there's the Brindley Theatre. Well, I'm moored right behind it. More fast food places. It's the Brindley Theatre from this side. I'm walking up the road here now, and there's no footpath. I don't have to walk very far. Just that entrance there, and I'll cap across the grass back to my boat. And there is my boat. As I just make my last way back to the boat, I hope it's going to stay dry now, so it's time to make a move. And that brings us to the end. It just leaves me to say, thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.